Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Thank you for joining me today. This is the beautiful card we're making. Isn't it lovely? It's a slimline card and I've heat embossed the image and then used stencils to colour in, and I love the way it turned out. Look at all that lovely shimmer and shine on it. So cute. Really beautiful. So I've got everything set up on my Stamparatus, and we're going to stamp first with Happy Birthday, and it's the Phrases for All stamp set. And we're going to be stamping using Versamark. So I'm just using my powder tool, my embossing body, and now I'm just inking up with Versamark ink, giving the sentiment a really good ink up. And then I'm going to press down, stamp. There we go. Remove that. And then I'm going to bring in my coffee filter, which is I used to work over, and I've got some silver embossing powder, and I'm just going to pour that all over it, give it a second dose like that, tap off the excess, and if there's any over embossing you can just brush the powder away with a little paintbrush, and that will do the trick. So let's clean up our stamp using the simple chamois. Now we can take that out of our Stamparatus and we can bring in our beautiful floral. And so I'm just going to put my piece of basic white cardstock back in the stamping tool, and I'm going to just put the floral down. And this is the Enduring Beauty floral. I'm showing you the stamp set there, and it's this lovely big floral. Now this does have a matching die. We're not going to use the dies today, we're just going to use the matching stencils. Now I'm just taking the lid off so I can really get in and ink my stamp set really well. Sorry about that, I don't know what happened there. And just give it a really good ink. It's a large stamp set, so I'm really trying to make sure I capture all of those lines, and then give it a really good press down. As you can see, I'm really making sure I press all around the edges of my set, and then giving it another go from behind, being doubly, trebly and most probably quadruply sure. Okay, back with the coffee filter and silver embossing powder again. Now I reuse these coffee filters until they're totally knackered, so don't worry, they get reused and reused and reused. So look at that, isn't that beautiful? Now you can see me here using just a little paintbrush to get rid of any bits of powder that are in the wrong place, and then we can heat set that. So I usually let my heat tools heat up for about 30 seconds before I bring it to the card, and you can always tell when the powder's melted because it goes from a dull silver to a beautiful shiny grey, and I think it's absolute magic. So there you go, look at that, so beautiful. So now we're ready to do some colouring, and we are going to be using the Enduring Beauty matching stencils. Now the previous card I used Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape as my colours for my card. This time I'm using Coastal Cabana and Lost Lagoon. So you can see me here just matching up my stencil. You just lay it on the top, and there is some matching notches which help you to line this up. I'm just holding it down with some post-it note tape, repositional tape, and I'm going to go with my lighter colour, which is Balmy Blue, with my blending brushes, and I'm just putting my first layer down, not paying much attention, just getting it all down there, covering all the area up. It's going to look beautiful whatever you do. So close that ink pad up, and we're going to bring in our highlighting colour, which is Lost Lagoon. So let's bring in the stencil, and now again you've got the notches, so I'm just making sure I put the notches in the same place, and then I can just easily line that up like that. Just taking my time, as I like to faff and mess about. And there we go. So post-it note tape again in place, and going to go in now with the Lost Lagoon ink and just add those highlights in it. This is what brings this image really to life. Look at that, so gorgeous, all the shadows and highlights you're going to add in. Now I'm going in with my centre, and again you're just lining it up as you know where your notch was before, so you know what orientation your stencil needs to be in. So I'm just doing that again with a post-it note tape, and I'm just using whatever ink was on my brush just to add a little bit into the center there with the Lost Lagoon again. And now we're going to work on our leaves. So the colours for our leaves we're going to be using first is going to be Old Olive. So this one is for the leaves, so there we go. Line it up, make sure it's straight. Post-it note tape again. Oh, changed my mind, whoops. Took it totally out of position there. Right, green blending brush, and I'm going to put down just a layer of Old Olive ink. There we go. Really pretty, look at that. So pretty. Really love the way this card turned out. So now I'm going to add in my highlights or shadows, whatever you want to call it. And this is just basically the veining for the leaves. And I'm forgetting my own rule that remember where the notch was and line it up. And there we go. So I'm going to use just some more post-it note tape to hold that in place. If you're enjoying this video, I would ask you if you please could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please do consider subscribing to future videos. It really helps my videos to become more visible on YouTube if YouTube sees that people are liking it and subscribing. So there we've put in our last layer, which we used Mossy Meadow for. And now I'm just going to take a clean cloth and I'm just going to wipe away any of the ink that's lying on top of the embossing, because that won't have set. The embossed areas will have resisted that ink. So you just want to wipe that away. So now the embossing again will look beautifully shiny, just as it did before. So I'm just going in carefully and then just rubbing over it with a clean cloth. And now it's beautiful, look at that. So now we're going to be working on our card base, and our card base is a slimline card base, so that's going to be 21 centimeters by 20, but you'll find all the measurements on my blog post, and you can find the link to that and all my social media links in the description box below. So my card base here is Lost Lagoon. In my first example it was Highland Heather. There we are. So now I'm just going to do a piece of basic white inside for the insert. You could pretty this one up as well, but I'm just going to leave it blank for my message. There we are. Isn't that lovely? So pretty. So now I'm looking through what embellishments I brought up with me. For the first card I used the purple shimmer gems, and this time I'm going to use the In Colour Pearls, I think. Oh no, I changed my mind. I'm going to use these gems here, and I'm just going to put a few here and there. And these are the ombre gems, the ombre matte decorative dots, as they call them. And I'm just putting a few dotted around, just to give an extra something to my card. So there is our card done. Clear the decks. And you can see here the first card and the second card. I don't know which one you prefer, the blue or the purple. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. So thank you for joining me today, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.